It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you got quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. Deontay Hardy to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And then brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard's Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. He'll cobble together a yard there. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Jackson now on 3rd. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're gonna be stuck with a 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson finds a new home in Pittsburgh, and I think he finds the exact right fit for his skill set. A team in the Steel City that loves to run the ball, play great defense. That sound familiar? That's what he did for the Seahawks for well over a decade. He's looking to rejuvenate his career after a couple tough seasons at Denver, and this might just be the right fit.
Wilson, first play going to the air. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He has has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10 from the 41. Russ now from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So that brings up second down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Second and 10 now. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Throwing on third, Wilson. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. First down, here's Russ. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Second and 6 coming up here. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. No gain on the play, and it brings up third and 7.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Let's see what they draw up on this third and 7. Wilson now from the gun. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
They have themselves another first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Hits him on the out route. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Steelers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week, so how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right, because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league, and the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Hardy on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Takes off right out of the read option. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Jordan Stout on now to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Warren quick on the draw. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. It's caught, Warren. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. Deontay Hardy to return this for the Ravens. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Ravens will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. First down, here's Lamar. He's got Andrews. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. One of the tight ends motioning right. On first and 10, it's Jackson. This finds Likely. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
First and 10, here's Jackson. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
This is Henry on second. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. Another run for Henry. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First and 10 now from the 30. Motioning one of the tight ends. On first down, Jackson. Flushed out of the puck. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. Gets this one to Andrews. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Lamar off to play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. They'll run here with Henry. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Lamar now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start to fight back with their first points of this game. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Calvin Austin on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Wilson now off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
On 2nd down, Warren. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Running behind center with Harris. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Wilson out of the pistol. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Wilson now, 1st and 10. Caught by Freiermuth. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken down at the 30.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Ross off the play fake. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Taking the handoff, now Wilson. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Hardy on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, And he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw for Jackson. Short pass brought in. He's got to gain a 6 there. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Flowers will go in motion left. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game. Offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped, it's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Gets this to Bateman. Takes out a one-stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's Henry on the option. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Play action now with Jackson. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain, he did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Cordarrelle Patterson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Fryermuth there, bring it in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Second and 3 now. Blitz coming, Russ. He'll get this to Jefferson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Defense shows blitz. Wilson. Got Williams, and it's complete. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. On play action now, Wilson. This one's caught. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 14.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Steven Sims with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. and they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Henry. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. Cordero Patterson to return for the Steelers. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he'll go down, we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
1st down, here's Russ. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Russ is cooking again. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he gets him around 6 there. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Wilson now off the play action. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. He's got a man left. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. That brings us to the break. The Steelers taking a lead into the visiting locker room. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Steelers and Russell Wilson headed back to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Wilson. Caught by Freiermuth. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Russ off the play fake. Hits him on the out route. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Russ now from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. All movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start.
False start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Running it after the penalty. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Harris. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. No gain on the play that time, and it'll be 3rd and 12.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. He's on the move. Look at all this time. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
That's why these coaches get paid, Kate, what they get paid. You got to make adjustments. That's a different look at defense than the one we saw in the first half. And you got to keep fighting, keep scratching, keep clawing, because that effort is going to be key here the rest of the way.
The Steelers set to punt it. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lamar off to play fake. Into the hands of Likely. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Lamar now from the gun. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. And they send a man in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He tucks it and takes off. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Jackson now on 3rd. Rolling out to his left. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they're going to take over possession. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.